Alright, so let's say that I wanted to find the derivative of the function x to the fifth plus 3. So in order to do this, I would use 3 rules. So 3 differentiation rules. So the first rule I would use is to separate this into 2 parts, which is by using the sum rule. So the derivative of x to the fifth plus 3 equals the derivative of x to the fifth plus the derivative of 3. So what is the derivative of x to the fifth power? Well, I would use the power rule, and I would bring the 5 down and make this 5 times x to the 5 minus 1, which is 4, plus the derivative of the constant 3, which is going to use the constant rule and equal 0. So this is just equal to 5 times x to the fourth power. And that's your answer. So let's say that I wanted to let's do another example. So let's say that I wanted to find the derivative of 2 times x to the third power plus 5 minus 3x. So how would I do this? Here I would be using more differentiation rules. This would be equal to the derivative of 2x to the third power plus the derivative of 5 minus the derivative of 3x. So here I have a constant, so I'm going to use the constant multiple rule and get that 2 outside. So this would equal 2 times the derivative of x to the third power plus, well, the derivative of 5 is just, well, actually let's write that out, and let's do that in the next step. This minus, so again, the constant multiple rule. So I'm going to take this 3 out and multiply that by the derivative of x. So let's try to solve this now. So this would be just 2 times the power rule, which is going to bring this 3 down, times x to the 3 minus 1, so it's 2, plus, so I'm going to take this and then add it to, well, the derivative of just 5 is just a constant rule, which is just 0. So I don't even need to include that. But the next part is going to be, well, the constant rule, so it's going to be the constant multiple rule, so this is just going to be 3 times the derivative of x. Well, x is basically x to the power of 1, so I can still use the power rule to solve this. So I'm going to take this 1 and put it outside and multiply by x to the power of 1 minus 1, which is 0. So this would equal 6x squared plus, well, plus 0, I'm not going to include that, minus 3 times 1, which is 3, times x to the power of 0. This is also just 1. So this is 3 times 1, which is 3. So this is your answer. I hope you found this video helpful.